Hey guys, hey now. Thank you guys for coming. How you guys doing tonight? You guys good? How was you guys' Halloween weekend? I had a good weekend. It was really fun. I appreciate everybody in the community for making the weekend really awesome. We had two pretty cool parties, and it was fun. It was fun. We'll be doing another big party for Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving week. Um, so stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you. So today I'm gonna do a continuation of the lesson plan that I have, which is going to be lesson 2, because last Monday I did lesson 1, and then since I canceled the class on Saturday to prepare for the weekend and the party, I didn't continue it at all. So lesson 2 of today we'll be covering directional signs, kind of going a little bit on that, and then we'll be doing like signing etiquette and a little bit of vocabulary expansion. So um, I'm lagging a little bit, so bear with me if I sound choppy. I saw we. I'm changing internets either tomorrow or Wednesday. They're gonna come out, so pogging for that. Let's go. How dare you? I saw that. I saw that. So before the class starts, I want to tell you guys, like I always do, and you do not want to be on unknown Krevz's stream. This is the side of the room that you should be on. Or wait, if you don't want to be on this side, the no streaming side is the one that you're gonna be on. If you don't mind being on their stream, then this is the side that's the one that you could be on. There's no stress, no like we don't expect people or like judge people if they don't want to be. So that's completely up to you. And I'm going to start saying this every single class because I don't want to have any controversy. I don't want to mislead people in any way, shape, or form. I am not a certified teacher. Okay. Some people have come up to me and asked me if I teach like for my job in real life. I do not. I am doing this strictly for volunteer work. I'm taking the knowledge that I have, which I would say is pretty extensive about sign language, and I'm giving it to the public because I feel like it is better than some of the other options that we have. So, but I am not a certified teacher, and I don't want people to think that I'm claiming that. And so, not a single person in this game is a certified teacher. Um, and nobody from any community is actually like a real life certified teacher. So, just going to point that out. So, that being said, um, let's get the class started. So, yeah, first of all, I wanted to talk about like directional signs, which is it maybe sometimes confuses some people because they're not really sure how it exactly works. So a directional sign is a sign in which you can use the direction to change the meaning of it. So like maybe some of you guys use the sign for help, right? The general sign for help. Now, if I'm going to help, say you, so I pull the sign towards you guys. So I'm helping you. I'm bringing the help from me to you. If I need your help, if I need you to help me, I bring it from you to me. It's the same concept with everybody. If I need you all to help me, it's like I'm bringing it all from you and then pulling it to myself. I'm pulling it to myself. So, in general, the sign for help you, help me, help us. So, yeah. So, that goes into some of the signs I'm going to show you guys today in the vocabulary expansion. So, the sign for help, like I said, I covered that one a little early, but I felt like using it as an example. Now, the next sign I want to show you that's a directional sign is actually the sign for show. The sign for show. So you have your you have your dominant hand and you have your non-dominant hand. You put your finger in the palm of your non-dominant hand and you pull it towards the person you're showing. If you're showing me, you pull it towards yourself. So show you, show me, I'm showing everybody. I'm showing everybody. So show. Some people will do show like this. Show. As long as your palm is in the middle of your finger and you're pulling it outwards, show is fine. This is okay. So I would recommend having your hand like this or like this. So showing. It's like you're presenting something, right? You're presenting. Show. So also another directional sign for ask. Ask. So like it's signed a little differently depending on the controller you have. In real life, what you would do is you have your index. Why am I stumbling today? I'm sorry. You have your dominant hand with a D hand, and you're pulling it into an X. So I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you're using a general VR controller, you can just do this. Ask twice. Ask like this. Ask. So, but if you have an index, ask. Ask like that. So ask. If you're asking me, right, it's a directional sign. So ask me, ask you. Now, if you're being asked by multiple people, or if in general you're just asking for questions, exactly, it's like you're pulling them towards yourself with both hands. So ask. I want you all to think about questions to ask me, especially for the 15-minute interval. If not asking me, you can ask Chi, you can ask Dreamer, you can ask any of the sign helpers that are here. But I want you guys to start really thinking about like questions that you might have in the outside of classroom environments, um, because truly I believe it's really important, and there's no such thing as a dumb question. It's really important for you to learn. And so if you have questions, don't like hesitate to always ask. So ask. The next sign I want to do is try. Try. So I'm trying, right? I'm trying. You have your A hands, and you're going down in a dip like this away from you. So try. Try like this. Going to point A, travel down to point B. I'm trying to go to college. I'm trying to come to class. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. So try. Now it's very, very, very important that you remember that this is point A and goes into point B, because if you do it like this, it turns into the sign for continue. Continue. Just out from yourself. It's not coming down, it's just straight out from yourself. So continue. I'll write down bonus vocabulary really quick too. Oops, I just took cheese pen. Sheesh. Bonus. So, bonus. Continue. Continue. Cool. So yeah, so those are very similar signs. And there's going to be a lot of signs that are very closely like, you change one small motion of the sign and it can mean a different thing. So try and continue. Now, I want to show you guys a way to sign something that's very similar, but then also, like I said, you change one thing about the sign, it can mean something completely different. So the sign for try, like this, right? Now, if you do it with a Y hand, it becomes the sign for still. 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 Like still. Still. So just the small difference between an A hand and a Y hand becomes still. Yeah, still. I might as well show another one too, actually. So another one that we have, I'm just thinking about it. Another one that we have that's done with Y hands that's kind of similar to the last one is the sign for stay. Stay, like I'm gonna stay the night, or I'm staying in class. Stay. Stay. Yeah, so your dominant hand's the one that's moving, right? Your non-dominant one's the one that's like staying still. So it's dominant hand going down. So stay. Stay. Cool. Um, so stay. Now the next sign that we have on the vocabulary list for today is the signs for like need. Need, must, I believe. So the way that I explain this is need with the X hand. What's up? Huh? Want me to explain or interpret? Yeah, sure, if you want to. The sign for should? Yeah, the sign for should is just one time. One time. Yep. Wait, should? Must. Wait, are you serious? I'm confused a little bit. Yeah, must. Yeah, must and need are both one time. Emphasis, yeah. I'm confused. You're confusing me right now. I think this is one time. That's why I literally looked this up today. Oh, 2 times? Okay. Okay, interesting. I wanna no. Because the thing is, okay, so I watched DM show some of these signs today actually. And I was curious about like the actual like differences because they said that they said kind of something similar. Um yeah, with one time with emphasis. They said actually, so these, I think it was these two were both 2 times, and then one was light, and then one was heavy, and then this one was one time. So I looked it up. um, we're gonna check. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. So sorry about that. We're just we're a little all over the place. So the way that I've typically done this. Oh, you were correct. Really? I have the article up actually. So need is 2 times. Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. So we have need. Need is done with an X hand in real life. Your non-dominant hand is you don't need it. So you have your dominant hand. It's tapping twice. So you need that. You're tapping twice. Now, if you like must do something, you put more emphasis into it. I must do that. I must do that. And if you should do that, it's just one time. It's just one time. It's not as big of like an emphasized sign. So must, should, and need is 2 times. So need that. I need that. Like you should do that, or I must do that. I must do that. Yeah. Thank you, Chi. So the next sign I want to show you guys is the sign for can. Can, like I can do something, or CAN. So can. I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. You're pulling down like that. Can. Yeah, I can. Um, I believe. What is that? Like I forget. Like no, that's what I was asking because I know there's actually able as can. I'm able to do that. Okay, you think? Because I remember if you do can twice, it means something, but we can double check that as well. So, but yeah, can.
Possible.
There's gonna be a lot of signs that have that ability. What's up?
It's possible.
Possible and able. Okay, able or possible. So can becomes a different sign. The sign for possible or able. Thank you, Tavin. It was slipping my mind. It was out. Man. Can. So can one time is just a sign for can. Can equals like possible or able. So yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Now the next sign is the sign for for. For. Yeah. For. For. Just one time, for. If you do it 2 times, it turns into the sign for what? Like for what? For what? For what? Yeah, you do need to tilt your head. So I'll talk about this a little bit too. Since sign language is like the most like expressive language, especially with your body, of course. When you're asking a question, get into the habit of like always tilting your head. Like, when you're asking a question, that's going to 100% identify that you are asking a question. So like, you know, you ask and tilt your head, put your body into it. It definitely will help you like get your point across. So like for what? Tilt your head. What? Even when you do like just signs for like what or what, tilt your head, it just kind of puts more emphasis in it, it makes it makes it a little easier to understand that it is a question. If you do it like this, if you do it like this, it doesn't really look like it's a question, to be honest. But you can actually turn a lot of simple like signs that you would do if you can turn it into a question with just the tilt of your head. So yeah, like it would just turn it into a question in general. So now I want to talk about some signs that I know get confused a little bit, like personal signs like you, my, mine, yours, we, and ours. So, and it's completely fine to be confused about this at first, but I want you guys to know it's actually very simple. So when you're pointing at somebody, what would you expect that to mean, right? Like you, right? Or I, me. So that's the same thing. It's the same in sign language. It's the same in ASL. You and me. But if you're talking about like a possessive sign, like yours or mine, you would do it with your entire hand, right? So yours or mine, yours or mine, you and I with a finger, yours and my. Yeah, everyone's, like all of you guys's. If you're talking about like, you know, yours as in multiple people, yours, like that. Yeah. Now, if we're talking about like we, the sign for we or us, right? You would do it by tapping each side of your shoulder. Non-dominant hand is the one doing, or dominant hand is the one doing it. So we and or us. We and or us. Now, if we're talking about the sign for our, once again, you have a hand like this, our, with a flat B hand, our. Yeah, this is also a way to do it. Our, or our. Yeah, our. Cool. Is there any questions so far? Any questions about everything we're going over? Because if not, what I'm going to do is I want everybody to take 15 minutes to conversate, practice getting to know other people, practice trying to introduce yourself to people you don't have on your friends list. And I want you guys to make a friend today. I want you guys to always come to the class. If you have somebody that has a white name above them, go up to that person, introduce yourself, practice breaking the ice with people. Because that's going to be the best way that you are going to retain any information that we teach you in classes or any other classes. And that's going to be how you are going to improve quickly in sign language. So go ahead and start now, and I will let you guys know when it's time to finish. You guys are allowed to talk. If you don't want to go up to people and talk, by the way, we're not going to like shame you or anything like that. It's completely up to you, but we encourage it just because it will help you at the end of the day. So you guys are welcome to talk. You don't only have to sign, but if you do have the ability to sign a lot of things, then we encourage it. So go ahead and start now. And yeah, if you have any questions, let us know.
What's up?
Again, sorry. What up? And gamer. Oh, what up, gamer? What's up?
Did I scare you?
I didn't understand part of that, and
Oh,
also
sorry.
that you just call back Avatar 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's loading. There we go.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
with me,
now-
even though I
Like
don't
those
have
sounds
eyes.
are
or
much better.
something.
Okay, so can
Or
you
my
repeat what
mic
you
is really
said?
loud.
Sorry, still very new to sign.
It's-
Just give me a second.
I just didn't feel like being in VR today. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, must
Oh.
is one
That's
time.
you
kind of why I
fingers
went on
crossed
this
something
side.
like that?
I was away
And
from
the
everybody
difference
because of
between
that.
should
Because I
and
was just
need
like, you know.
What
is
did
the
you
art.
actually say?
They're both 2 times, but should is like a more like
I just
angled
I
art,
just
I
double
don't-
checked it.
need
Hold on.
and needed is a soft art.
Meaning,
was that
this
vote?
is meaning, right?
Was it V O?
Yeah.
Oh,
I DM'd
A-
DM
Okay.
and because like
A-
I
yeah.
always hear this
Same
debate.
vocab?
Tired.
So I
What
went
about
and just messaged
vocabulary?
him just now.
So
and
it's
that's what he
just-
told me.
Oh, okay.
He said
Little-
must
I
have
feel like
one
it was a little
hard
too
time.
fast, maybe. I'm
should
not
is
sure.
Oh, you're trying to think of what to do for
art.
Yeah,
vocabulary?
Need
most of
is
the
2
whole
times
sentence
the
is
soft
that
art.
I don't know most of
For
those words.
Maybe.
meaning.
I would
Or
say
like-
like
I need
maybe
to-
it's a regional thing,
Fun,
but
I need to
like
turn on
fun,
voices to
fun.
focus.
I just
That's-
checked life
yeah.
print. Life print shows
Okay.
need and must is one
forgot
motion and
vocab is
should is
one,
2.
too.
Try.
Alright.
I want to ask at least one.
That's what I was
Yeah,
confused.
yeah.
Are you telling me Bill's wrong? I'm looking at it right now.
I don't know. I just
I guess I'll go back
spend most
to
of my time
I've
on
seen the same thing.
DRC, so.
It's
and
really weird because I think he has like 2
Honestly, I
different
just signed for
videos
fun,
up
so.
of that like
You say, like, how long I've been learning?
misinterpret what he's trying to say. Hold on, let me see. Let me look. 'Cause
I've
I
only,
think
like,
seen what you're
just
talking about.
started.
Yeah, because I was always shown
Okay,
by like.
can you do it one more
like
time?
So I'm
need and must.
very,
it's
very
not-
new.
about, like,
Emphasized one,
2
need
months,
is a
or no, not 2
soft one,
months. Like a month
should
and
is
2
like
weeks now,
this.
probably.
That was the way I was shown.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Almost 3. Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe there is like regional differences though. Like, that would make sense.
Huh?
Are you saying,
Not
can I
today,
ask
but I want to
you-
say, like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
week.
Oh, no, I'm bad.
Okay, well,
Very nice to be here.
I don't think everybody says that.
Oh, well, here, I guess I can show you something because you're going to be meeting a lot of new people. Nice. And this could be meat. This is a little bit more easier because I know some people do nice, like, to meet you, but it's better just to, it's a little bit more cooler.
Are you saying again?
Sure.
Again?
I mean, that's still
Nice.
one time. Maybe we're like on and off. And
So, why did you decide to start learning sign language?
Because my friend, sometimes has moments of being mute,
Mm.
and so do I as well, and it'd be an easier way for us to communicate and know what we're saying and everything. And there's also a lot of people that are starting to learn the RASL.
I
Right.
think I'm having a hard time understanding the whole
It'd be
sentence.
nice to be able to talk with them.
True. I mean, that's also kind of the reason why I got back into, I got into VR sign language back in 2018, but I took about a year break,
Saying this
then I came back, and now I'm a content creator for Immerse, so.
Like, time.
Woohoo!
But yeah, I mean, it's also a way to, still have a communication with people who don't necessarily want to speak or can't speak, rather, or even people who can't hear.
I have no one.
So,
I have no way.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Very
Canada, so I thought Canada was behind me.
Oh, I said red pit.
What's the whole-
but anyways, you enjoying
Yeah,
class so
I
far?
realized that after.
Never about that.
You're
Nice.
asking
Good.
It's
Glad to
great,
hear.
I like it.
Can you ask
I'm
something?
Yes, it's very much chill vibes.
Socialize.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Because I realize a lot of new students, especially people who've been learning
I can't understand
like
a lot of the
less than a month, they're really scared to come to class. And I'm just like, no, I mean, like, it's all about learning. And they're like, oh, well, don't you do like communication practice? And I'm just like, well, yes, we do, but,
Okay, so
Okay,
that's...
don't remember this.
you can still speak if you need to. But of course, if you do want to practice,
Yeah.
practice more, then, you could sign and, communicate. So,
Hold on. I'm trying to go this year.
Where's article?
Where's your hands?
Yeah, because I could sort of tell like when I came up and I was just like, oh yeah, how are you? And like you pause for a second, I'm like, oh, they must be
This is
very
really
new. They
small.
don't know the basics. Okay, I'll slowly
Yeah.
figure spell then.
very
You're
cool.
fine.
Sorry, a little bit of blank there.
Yeah.
I don't know that person.
But
Or
still,
weapons looking again.
very glad to have some more students at least.
Are they a DJ? Oh, okay,
Is
okay.
that
It's a
month?
DJ guy, got it.
Was this for
So,
5 months?
I don't.
So
I don't know
far,
how to
anyways,
answer
how have you been enjoying sign language?
Yeah, 7 months. Got it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's nice.
Nice, nice.
It's not very difficult. They're really like on how like expressive it is.
The first thing that comes to mind is
Well, even though it kind of sucks in VR, like, yes, real life sign language is very expressive.
Yeah, to a
We
degree.
need to like change it up a little bit. Like, for example, we just showed asking questions or putting emphasis like in signs, certain things, just like
that you're bending your finger.
like, oh, I'm very, very, very good, you know, stuff like that.
So like,
Yeah.
at the
Fuck your
start, just
class.
like
I know I got
I don't know, do that, and
But of course, you can only
And
do
some
so much.
things do kind of get lost in VR because, you know, like you said, you can only do so much. There's some
Or maybe, like,
limitations.
finger, and then
Even just think
Especially with having to make sure everything can fit both general VR and index.
Need one time.
I mean, that's why there's a lot of signs that even like index players cannot do. Of course, index players can do IRL signs, some, just not all.
yeah, I understand.
And that's where,
Not all
like,
of them.
for example, with finger spelling, that's when combo gestures become a thing.
But
So,
I was taught
I just
need
thought
is
Yeah, I need to get revenge, by the
So
way.
you
'cause
should
you
be
didn't
two
even-
times.
indicate
So,
the
there you go.
by doing that.
Yeah, I just got combo gestures on this avatar, but I've been signed for 6 months without combo gestures, so I'm trying to learn to use them, even though it does screw me up.
I'm sure learning without them was fun.
I think that's just more understandable.
Well, just because like I've been signing for so long, some people are like, you know, you don't need to sign F like this. You have an F hand, and I'm just like, yeah, just trying to break the habit, you know.
Yeah. Right.
That's you.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Yeah. Must is regardless. It's.
I couldn't
Well,
tell him. He went to
French.
bed early.
I know, I saw your message.
Need.
Tomorrow.
From all the way over here.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good.
I will correct that when we come back. Actually, I'll correct.
Also,
it.
don't die.
I'll not correct it. I'll just explain that right now.
What do you mean?
I'll explain it right now.
I'm just telling you, in general, don't die.
Hey guys.
Sorry.
I'll try.
Imagine being
Just
crippled.
really fast. I wanted to go ahead and just talk about this one little thing. So, the way that you sign need, should, and must is actually like different depending on what region you're in. There's an accent depending on where you're at. So the reason why I got a little stumbled earlier was because I was taught that need is one time, must is like one time, but you put more emphasis in it, and should is 2 times. So, but there's other people like DM the Mechanic and Chi who were shown in a different, because they're from a different region, that should and need are 2 times, but change depending on like the emphasis that you put on it. So, I think in my personal opinion, it's up to you depending on the area you're in, but the way I'm going to recommend, because it's my class, I'm just joking, is need is 1 time, must is 1 time with more emphasis, and should is 2 times. I think that's a little easier for me to understand. No, get out of here. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. So, but, you know, it's up to you what you use. But I personally use need is 1 time, should is 2 times, and must is 1 time with a lot more emphasis. And Chi is wrong. If they sign anything, they're wrong about everything. So, pick on Chi. No, I'm just kidding. Chi's not wrong. She wasn't wrong. Like, it's just different. It's a bit of a contextual thing. So, is there a sign for delusional? I'm gonna look it up because I need to use that right now.
I've always seen the
Joking.
way
Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, contextual.
The person
person I was
okay.
talking to left.
Yeah.
So, Skyward,
Yeah. Alright.
just wanted to
Yeah, it
ask,
seems like
what
every site
do you know
I have
in
no one to
sign
I
language?
have no one to talk to
Like,
right now.
do you at least know finger spelling?
This weird chant. This shit's just weird.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm still trying to like get a full grasp
Dude, I
on
hate
all
these
the
controllers.
letters,
Or do they just
but
rely on their own?
I know a majority.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Like telling
Also,
them
I really wanted to
I
ask
think as
you,
long as it's
especially with your
in
name, because I saw
context,
Skyward. I
whether
was
you
like, the
don't
first thing that comes to
twice,
mind is
it's
Legend of
still
Zelda:
fine.
Skyward Sword.
People will understand what you mean.
That's fine.
Everyone says that. Everyone says that.
I mean, can you
I've
blame us though?
actually never
Same
played a
thing.
Zelda game, and I think that's very funny.
Okay, that's even more funny. Yeah.
No. I always
I
tell
would
people-
love
Don't
to
worry,
play
I'm not-
like some Zelda games,
the
but
only like real
That's
people
fair.
I
Never have time.
respect are
Don't worry. I'm
like,
not a huge
those are
Hatsune
my
Miku fan,
favorite
but some
teachers in
people think I
helping
am.
hands. And I think that they're the
Man.
most
Because of my
but,
name.
Like, you know that, so I always have good things to say usually about those.
but
I know
picked the
you
name
fucking thought
Skyward
about it.
because
I know you've thought about it.
Actually, no. I never actually thought of it till now.
But it's very rare.
But like I try not to
Okay,
make it a thing
sorry.
where,
Because I've always called your name Mary.
from
I never
being
said
helping
Miku.
hands or leaving it because I don't want that's not why Immersed exists, because we want to dethrone helping hands. We're not Sign Club. We're just trying to teach in our own way and do our own thing. So
Are you guys fighting?
and I made that when I talked to Jimmy about it earlier. I made the
I mean, so let's see.
Panda.
I was just like,
So we have the cripple hater versus the.
Panda, they're fighting.
Well, actually, I can't make that joke during class. Never mind,
the
Stella.
children are fighting.
Yeah, anything about Stella, you can't make it a joke.
Yeah, I can't make a joke in class. I'm not allowed. That's behind closed doors.
Hey, sometimes they talk about some weird.
wow, this
stuff
is weak.
over there.
This is weak. There we go. Info's getting into it.
I know I'm trying to
I don't hear enough battle
I'm
screaming,
gonna see if I can
battle cries.
talk with them.
Worst part was I didn't even get it on stream. I feel upset.
I guess. But it's
So,
really
so the thing is, guys, if you guys are gonna fight, make sure that you do it when Dreamer can't see you, because Dreamer will get you. But other than that, Dreamer's the only mod that will get you. Okay, the other mods, they don't care. We want you guys to fight, but Dreamer will get you. So we gotta do. If we're gonna do it, we gotta like make a circle. We gotta block Dreamer's view so they can't see you guys beating each
A
other.
fucking baby ring. A baby fight ring.
Baby Fight Club, Baby Fight Club.
Let's fucking go. Baby Fight Club in sign language classes. Let's go.
Oh, actually.
Yes, please.
Fighting. Let's go. Let's go. Hey guys,
Look at me,
so
damn
I
it.
want you guys to wrap up your conversations. We're gonna go ahead and continue the class and review the words. And,
Well,
I guess class was a little extracurricular today. We learned how to fight.
but anyways, Skyward, it was nice to meet you, and I hope that you enjoy sign language.
Nice to meet you as well.
Let's go.
Thank you.
I did
Okay.
literally no practicing for the last 15 minutes.
All right, guys. So, did you guys make a new friend today? If not,
No.
I'm joking. Anyway, so we're gonna do a quick review. We're gonna do a little review of everything really quick, and then I want to talk a little bit about like signing etiquette. Maybe cover some important things that people don't know about, or if you're pretty new, maybe it's a little important to just practice it. So the first one I'm going to do is sign for show. Do you guys remember the sign for show? Show me the sign for show. Let's go. Yeah, show me, show you, showing everybody. How about the sign for help? If you're talking like the general sign for help, how do you do it? How did I sign that earlier? Help. Kind of goes up in the air. Help. But if you're talking about like help me, help you, help us, how do you do it? Yeah. Help me, help you, help us. I'm helping you all, and you're all helping me. Yep. So, next one. How about the sign for ask? Ask. Ask, yeah. So ask. Ask. If I'm talking about asking me, like if you need to ask me a question, ask. It's towards yourself. Ask. Ask. Now, if you have a sign for questions, like right, you say, I'm taking questions. What do you sign? How do you sign that? Thank you. Yeah, I have questions for everybody. You all have questions for me. Yeah, questions. Any questions? Now, how about the sign for try? Try. Yeah, starts right here, point A, travel down to point B. Try. Try. Now, the first bonus sign, right? The sign for continue. Do you guys remember the difference between continue and try? Yeah. It's just starting from right here, point A. You're pulling it away from yourself. So continue. Continue. Now, how about the bonus sign for still? Still. Yeah, it's try, but with Y hands, right? So still. Still. And the other similar sign that I showed you guys earlier, the sign for stay. 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 There are people who use the sign for stay without the non-dominant hand, and they do like this. Stay. But I recommend doing it with the non-dominant hand there because it makes it a little bit more like distinguishable between this sign and other signs. And so also there's some people who like to sign something similar to it, which I will not show you because I hate it. But it's the sign for yet. Actually, I'll show it. I'll show it to you. I see people sign because Handspeak shows yet like this. So yet like this. Yet like this, yeah. Handspeak shows sign like this. Yeah. But I actually show the sign for yet like this. So yet, like not yet. Not yet. Like this. Late would be this. I do late with an like initialized, but late would be one time and then yet would be two times. That's the way I do it. Yet. Yeah, that's also like I think a contextual thing, right? Oh, yet. Yeah. But yeah, don't even remember this. It's not even worth it. Not worth it. It's horrible. It'll make you look silly. I'm joking. It actually won't. But all right, guys. So like I said before earlier, I want to go about this again. This is a little bit of a controversial sign, I guess. And it's also something that's completely regional. The sign for must, need, and should. Just one more time, I want to talk about it. Just because I don't want anybody to be really confused. I know we showed two different ways to sign it, but like I said, it's a regional accent. That's the only difference. So I will show both ways that me and Chi do it. So he. Oh my God, are you? I'm gonna kill you. So, regardless, depending on the accent, must is the same sign. You know, it doesn't matter. It's more emphasis one time. Must. Now, the way that I was shown it was need is one time, just lightly. But depending on the area you live in, need could be two times. So depending on who you're talking to, just understand that it's a very contextual thing. Depending on what you're talking about, just try and pick it apart. The difference between if it's really urgent, like you should do something, or if you need to do something, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to understand it contextually depending on the conversation. But if you need emphasis, you can always ask. But I do must hard, like a hard emphasized need. Need is just one time, and should is two times. But if you're talking to somebody who has a regional accent that's different than us, it could be need is two times lightly, and should is a little bit more like in your wrist, right? Should. It's a little bit harder. Should. So, but it's up to you what you use. It's just important to understand that those signs can be a little bit confusing, maybe, depending on who you're talking to. So just practice learning how to pick apart a conversation contextually, and I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Like I said, if you always have to ask, or if you need to ask, just ask. You know, I'm sure somebody's not going to get really upset. You know, or anything like that. So that brings me to the next one, right? So the sign for can. Can. Oh, I forgot to write this down. Actually, I'll write it down. So can. Do you guys remember the sign for can? Can. So can is like this, right? Can. I can do that. I can do that. Now, if you do can, like it says right here, it turns into able or possible. Can. You know that, can you come to class tomorrow? Like, yeah, I think it's possible. Can. I think it's possible. I'm able to. Capable. Oh, also capable. It's a trifecta. Let's go. So, it's a lot of different meanings. What's up? There's 7 different meanings for that. That's a lot. But today, I guess what we'll do is we'll focus more on able and possible. And then maybe we'll go over like it again sometime if we have all the different meanings like lined up. So able or possible. Can. Now the next sign is a sign for a for. Like what for? For what? The sign for. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I can for. Oops. And for. Equals what? Yeah, 4. 4. So when you're doing the sign for 4, you're touching your temple, right? Pulling it off like this. But if you're doing like 4, 4, you actually don't even need to touch your temple. You can actually just do it like this. 4, 4. 4, 4. It actually like also works with just 4. As long as you're doing an emotion like this, 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily always need to touch your temple and do that off. So you can just do 4 like this. 4. 4 or for what? For what? The next sign I want to do is, how about the sign for like me, right? If you guys are going to say the teacher, if somebody comes into the classroom and goes, "Who's the teacher?" What do you guys say? What do you guys do? Yeah. You guys point at me, right? Right. Good job. Now, if I'm talking about like you all, right? No, I'm talking about you all. Yep. Now, what about the sign for we? We. Yeah, non-dominant hand. You don't need it. You just touch this shoulder. You go over to this shoulder. Point A, point B. With your dominant hand. We. Now, if you're talking about something that belongs to you, like mine, how do you sign that? Mine. That's mine. Yeah, mine. You put it up. You have your own. You have your flat B hand. That's mine or my. You're right. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that's my pen. Okay, that's what they're saying. That's their pen. Now, if I'm gonna say, "Chi, you're correct," that's your pen. How would you sign something like your? Like that's yours. Possessive. That's yours. That is your pen, Chi. You are correct. That pen, yours. Yeah, that is yours. Is your right. That is your right. Now, what about the sign for our? Our. Yeah, our. Cool. So, do we have any questions regarding the actual like vocabulary for today? 'Cause I think that as of now, the vocabulary part is finished unless I think of something I want to tell you guys. But before, I want you guys to stay for a little bit. I want to talk about like signing etiquette if you don't have questions regarding that. But Yeah. Any questions so far? Yeah. What's up? If you have a question, come up here and say it, because that's kind of hard to see here sometimes. If that's okay. Or I can come to you. I can actually come to you. It's fine.
I was gonna ask if you could show the quest version of Ask again.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. So the quest version of Ask is going to be, you're just going to close your finger like this. So ask like this. And the sign for question for quest is actually 2 times. 2 times. Yeah, question. If you're doing ask, it's just going to look like this towards somebody. Ask me, or ask me like this. Ask you. Or if you guys have any questions, it would look like this. Questions? Or I have questions for everybody. But in real life, it would come out to an X end. So, like this. Good question. Any other questions? If not, that's fine. Are you asking this sign for something? Is that what you said? I come here and just sign it. That's fine. Can't? Yeah. So there is a sign for like can't do something or cannot, right? So you have your index fingers for both. Your non-dominant hand doesn't move like always, and your dominant hand starts off right here, point A, to point B. So can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. Put some body into it, you know? Can't. Put some body into it. If you don't want something, right? Put your body into it. I don't want that. You know? Put some body into it. The more you put your body into it, the more meaning it'll have. So emphasis, right? Emphasis. Emphasis. That's going to be something that you're going to follow for the entirety of your signing career, right? You're going to be putting your whole body into it, right? You're going to be telling a story. You know, think about it like you're an actor, right? Maybe it's a game of charades. You know, that's the way some people think about it. It helps me out. You know, it makes me think that I'm like painting a picture with my body. You know, I don't want that. You know, I don't like that. I like that. You know, I like that. Look excited. I like that. You know. So, huh? What's up? Oh. Yeah. Explain with your body. Cool. So, if there's any other questions, I'm be willing to take them now. If not, I want you guys to like stay, and I want you guys to hang out for a little while if you guys are able to. If not, that's understandable. That's completely fine. Technically, the actual like learning part of the class will be over, but we'll be hanging out for a good hour or two after class, like always, just to make sure if you have any questions that you can think about, then you can think about those and ask them. So right now I'm going to point out that, you know, of course you can ask me, Chi, Dreamer, who else is here? Info's here. You know, there's Trust, there's Addie, not Addie, there's Ash, there's Jin. You know, there's a lot of people here who are pretty experienced here who enjoy helping. So I would you know, encourage, you know, getting familiar with all the helpers of the community and just vibing. So, but other than that, thank you guys so much for being a part of Immerse. Thank you guys for coming to another classroom. The next class will be Akira's class tomorrow at 9:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. So stay tuned for for that. My next class will be on Saturday at 2:00 p.m. Central Standard Time for the EU-friendly time zone class. I'll be doing another vocabulary expansion on that day specifically, just focusing primarily on a little bit more of an advanced vocabulary. So not like really advanced, but just kind of like medium level vocabulary. So I appreciate you all. Thank you guys. If you guys aren't a part of the Discord, if you have anybody who needs to be a part of the Discord, I also wanted to ask people, you don't need to create an invite to the Discord. I see people creating invites. You can just use the vanity URL at discord.gg/immersed. And, you know, it's just a little bit easier so we don't have to keep erasing invites. But yeah, Thank you guys. I'm gonna take a moment to post to get the class. Did you? Oh wait, you took the class picture, so I don't need to post that. I always usually take a moment. But I'm gonna answer some DMs really quick. If you guys need me, you guys are welcome to DM me. But yeah, class is finished. So thank you guys all for coming.